Hello everyone, Bhupendra from Abacus Overseas Education. Today we have a special guest, Mr. Jeff. He is the Executive Vice President from Enrollment Advisory Group, and Mr. Vishal, he is a country manager for University of Bridgeport. So today we are here to give a brief idea about what's going on, what is exactly US education system going, and how the students should take it forward and how they wanted to take their next steps. We are going to discuss over here. So Jeff, can you please brief about what exactly going on, like how the students are planning or what the universities are expecting, what is the US government is planning to do for the international students?
Sure. Thank you first for having us, and thanks to Abacus for being a great longtime friend and company and great people to work with. Basically, the way I see what's happening now is what I'm calling a reset. Last year at this time, about 77,000 visas were issued for India, for US, and this year it's about 11. So it's a significant decrease. But within that, there was a pause for a little over 6 weeks for social media vetting. There's some other policies that are happening, and the news picks it up. People thinking they're going to get deported because of certain crimes, and really, I think what has to happen is truth in the market and what is really happening. And what I think about is, and I think about our administration in the country and in our institutions, University of Bridgeport, that we want graduates. Having a student come for 1 year and transfer out, or come, just with the intention of getting a job and working in the U.S. That's not what our immigration policy is, and it's not what the F-1 visa was designed to do. Yeah. It's all about, a good student, and some terms people call them freshers. And, to me, if a student wants to be a student, if they look like a student, they understand the institution, they do their research, they learn about, as UB as an example is a great research institution. The STEM programs are great. You get an opportunity to stay. So learning about the institution is important to get the visa and understanding the visa process. But more important is what you do to get there. The social media vetting is designed to find out who aren't going to be good citizens when they arrive. And that's what the government wants. They want people that are going to be good citizens. Not that it's still free speech in the United States. You might hear things that contradict that, but you're still able to be who you want to be and say what you want to say, as long as it's, you are a guest in the country. And that's what the social media vetting is all about. Are you going to be? And then doing the right thing while you're there is, I think, more important than just how you get there. And, people say they get speeding tickets and then oh, somebody's going to deport me, but you didn't pay the speeding ticket. It's not a speeding ticket. That's just exaggeration. If you break the law, there's consequences, and when you break the law on a student visa, there's more consequences.
True.
So that's kind of my take. Is for the students who want to be students and want to do the right thing, and then ultimately do their CPT, OPT, whether 1 year, 3 year, and want to become tax-paying, contributing members to the U.S. That's who we want. That's who I think our administration wants. That's who I think President Trump wants. And that's just good people that want to do the right thing.
So generally, like every day, we are getting a new updates or new news for the students studying, planning to study in United States, because like students are very much panicked. Like if I ask you, Mr. Vishal, that what exactly the consulate is expecting about the social media vetting?
Well, see, honestly, that's a very big question. I mean, what they are really looking at when we're talking about social media vetting. I think students are also have to be aware now that the world is getting more digital. The digital footprint and the way what kind of content they are replicating on social media is becoming of huge value now. So I think this is a point where, from US, what we expect, or from universities, what we expect students is that they are genuine students. So they are supposed to do what a student does. That's what we all believe in. And there can be a distinct differentiation between a celebration and a protest. But then students need to understand now, I think more than ever, and of course honor the privacy that they have, and they have to demarcate a clear, distinct line between what they can make public and what they have to keep as private. That's one thing. Second, of course, free speech is there, and free speech is encouraged everywhere. But then they need to understand who they are backing and do their proper research before they are trying to build any opinion about something. So I think as a university, I would strongly state that students need to really prep themselves up. They're not kids anymore. I mean, like, now we are talking about students who are well beyond 18 years. Try and understand and give respect to the social media as well. Try and make sure that they are trying to present their ambitions and their goals through social media, and not just probably take it too casually. And I think that's what's been happening. Although these are these are I think too quick a time to contemplate on anything, because there's no defined guideline as such with regards to what is going to be vetted, or what is really vetted under the social media. We just have news articles here and there, and there's certain announcements here and there from the ministry as well. But then there isn't a defined guideline that's come out. But I would say, just from a student point of view, that as long as a student does and appears to be a student, I don't think there's any problem in that.
Yeah.
So that's my take.
And as Sir told that the last year, the visas which were approved from India were around like 77,000. And now this year, if you go for the fall 2025, there are just 11,000 students who have been approved. So like, what you see, like, why so much decrease in the number of approvals? Why? And like, whether Trump or the US government is not looking to have more international students, or what's their plan?
Well, this year the decrease in India isn't just in India. It's probably the first time in history. I've been in the business for about 34 years, and I'd never seen basically across the world a worldwide decline. So that's why I'm calling it a reset. It's not any one country, and it's not any one major. It's not any one set of schools. It's just an across the board reset, and I can't say the word any different. Is everybody's down. China brought 90,000 down to 20,000. India's down. I received rejections. I represent 5 different schools. UB is the most popular in India, but 5 different schools, and across the board, countries that I never heard a rejection from were being rejected. And whether it was all social media, whether it was the type of student, I don't know what exactly it was. Everybody I talk to always seems like they want to be a student, and they're the ones who call, because they're obviously, people get upset and rightfully so, but they all seem genuine to me. But I have no idea what happened in that booth with the consulate officer. But that's why I'm optimistic it can start to come back. I think appointments will start to open. I think even with immigration in the United States, says President Trump, whenever the other day, said, it's at all-time low, the number of illegal people in the country right now.
Yeah.
So did it work? Did everything happen the way his administration wanted it to happen? And then once it did, you can start to build again. And that's my optimism. Is I believe that in order to start new, you have to make drastic steps to change what happened in the past, and then now you have a clean slate. Hopefully that's what happens. I'm looking forward to it. I think students should be optimistic, but I think they should do their homework. I think they should be prepared to be real. And again, I think what's important to me is what I don't like is that two bad apples always spoil the whole bunch. And you get two kids or two students or two adults or two master's students, and they come and they jump, or they come and they don't even show up at school. And those are the ones that come back in the news, and those are the ones everybody hears about. Yes. But they're not the ones that we want to use as the example. Those 11,000 who got their visas, they're going to have good stories to tell. And yeah, the 70,000 is a lot more, and there's a lot more bad stories to tell, but there's going to be good experiences over those 11. And I hope that's what people begin to hear. And I hope it goes back to 20 and 30 and 40,000, which it should. I don't know why it won't. There's nobody in the U.S. that is anti-international student. I think everybody loves diversity in the classrooms, loves the cultural experiences people bring from around the world. And we don't want it to stop. So I believe it'll come back.
Great. And so I just wanted to know, we recently heard a big news coming up, the students who are applying for undergraduate students, they are not allowed to transfer for at least 1 year. Yeah. And the students who are going for a graduate program, they are not at all allowed to transfer because the university name which shows on the visa stamping, that's the only university they have to study in and continue their bachelor's and a master's. And also we heard that the duration of the visa will be going to be reduced for around 4 years. So what is your take on that?
Well, see, honestly, my personal take is that these are, at this moment, they're not out as a executive order or as a particular law, if we have to say that. But then I believe that there have been news that have been circulating out, and there are a few speculations with regards to the duration of the visa, or with regards to the transfer outs or restrictions on the transfer outs. We still are waiting for a final confirmation on those, and until then, I think it would be too early for us to comment anything on it. But yeah, I mean, if the transfer, the stoppage on transfers where undergrad kids cannot take a transfer for 1 year, I think that's a very good move if it does come in, because one, you're giving a particular direction to the kids. They are well prepared. They're not taking any hasty decisions. So I think it's a welcome move if it comes in. But we still have to wait until an official order is in place. But as of now, I think they are just speculations as I see it.
And I agree. I think that the transfer, that's important for the students to know, because the more you know about that school, the reasons people used to give for transferring weren't valid for the most part. Weren't really valid. Oh, I got there and it was too cold. Well, you know what the temperature is when if you're researching the school the way you're supposed to research a school, and you're bringing your list from 10 to 5 to 3, you're going to know. So to give that school the year, I actually think it can help a student in the visa process, because now they're going to be more focused. They're going to know the school they want to go to, and they're going to be able to be more educated and succinct with that visa consulate officer. That not only is it a positive for the universities, but I think it actually could be a positive for the students, because they're going to know more about the one place they really want to go, and that's the one they're going to go sit for their visa appointment for.
Gotcha.
And they have to be careful with who that is, because that will be their home for a year, for a master's student too. But that's where they're going to
go. So students, this is the most important inputs what we have got it from the experts, and I recommend the students who are aspiring to study abroad, so don't believe the news what you're getting it. So go through the depth of the information, understand what exactly the information and from which source you're getting that information, and please don't go and take any shortcuts. So if you need any kind of advice, if you need any kind of support to study abroad, we are here. Please visit Abacus, and we are here with the expert advisors, so where we can give you a first-hand information for your study abroad journey. Thank you so much. Signing off.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.